Hello and welcome to another video. So today we're going to continue in our journey on trig functions, and we're going to have a look at the unit circle. So the unit circle, as we get back, is effectively an entire series of how we actually find values of cosine x and sine x when we're presented to them in radian form. So basically imagine a point in the center O, and let's imagine a point on the radius of that circle P, and suppose I have a triangle and over here is A and over here is B, and this is point A, B that you may call, and this is a radius, it's a circle of radius 1, so over here we have the point 0, 1, and over here we have the point 1, 0, and over here we've got 0, negative 1, and over here we've got negative 1, 0. So basically what you can find out is the cosine of x is A, right, in this circle. So this is A, right, this is length A, and the sine of x is the vertical, which is B. So this bit here is B. Okay, so going back to trigonometry, we know that a squared plus b squared is equal to 1. Now why is it 1? Because this is a unit circle, right? So the radius is 1 all around. So this diagonal line is 1. So if a squared plus b squared is 1, well, this sort of proves our original trigonometric identity, which means cosine squared x plus sine squared x is equal to 1. Now, what about the various values as we go around the circle? So around the circle, we will notice that cosine of 0, because the angles that we are going are effectively anti-clockwise, 360 around. So we start from here and work our way back in one revolution. So cosine of 0 radians, or 0 degrees, is actually 1, right? Because here it's a positive value. If we had cosine of pi over 2, thinking back to previous videos, pi over 2 is 90 degrees. Well, over here, it's 0, isn't it? Because cosine is your x value. So cosine of pi over 2 is 0. Going to cosine of pi is 180 degrees. So over here, again, negative 1. So cosine of pi is negative 1. What about cosine of 3 pi on 2? That is again 0. And finally, we've got cosine of 2 pi. We're back to the revolution, so that's 1. Let's have a look at values for sine. Okay, so back to the unit circle. If we had sine of 0, now this time remembering that sine of 0 is your b value, right? That's your y coordinate on the circle. Sine is giving you from the y coordinate. So sine of 0 is 0, right? Because here it's 0. We're starting right from here, going anti-clockwise. So sine of pi on 2, which is 90, is negative 1. Sorry, is 1, right? So the value is 1. sine of 3 pi on 2, sorry, no, the sine of pi here is 0. And the sine of 3 pi on 2 so the sine of 3 pi on 2 is -1. Right? Coming back to here. And then we make the full revolution and we find that the sine of 2 pi is 0. Okay? So, what did we learn? Well, we know that there's various angles for sine and cosine as you make your way around the unit circle. And in the next video, we'll have a look at further trigonometric identities, which we haven't already seen, that can be derived. So I'll see you then.